This is the inside of the Transbay terminal. It used to be a train shed, and now it's got a few hours left as a bus shed. Take a walk through. Just at the end of the morning rush hour. As you can see, the time is 9:18 in the morning. This is D-Day for the Transbay terminal. It's closing at midnight, and it'll be gone forever. And supposedly, allegedly, the city of San Francisco is going to build something here that will accommodate buses and trains, including Caltrain and the state high-speed rail system. If that ever happens, they've been talking about it for years, but this used to be a train station of the old Key system, and the Key trains service these platforms and these wonderful ramps. You could tell they could really load quickly in and out of here, getting folks on and off the trains. And if you notice these letters up here for the AC routes, those are actually inherited from the old Key system trains. And over on the far wall, I bet that platform hasn't been used since 1958 when trains stopped coming here, because that obviously is on the left, and there'd be no need for it with buses that load and unload on the right. And that's the east end of the ramp. As you can see, Muni's arriving for one of the runs on the 108 Treasure Island, and it's passing an AC transit bus that's on a layup right now. But that east ramp is where they lay up a lot of buses. And it says not in service, but there are folks aboard, so looks like a load of commuters is getting off from Treasure Island, and we'll follow them as they get off the bus and watch how quickly the people get off the bus and down the stairs. Plenty of access and egress from the interior of this terminal. It was built during the Depression. It was a work project, part of the Bay Bridge that went up in the 1930s. As I said a moment ago, it served trains, and now it serves buses. So a lot of these folks probably live out at Treasure Island, former Navy base, and they're coming into the city for a day of work or school, or maybe a day of play. Maybe some of those kids are going to the zoo or Fisherman's Wharf or something. As you can see, this is the inside of the Transbay terminal. There's another guy taking pictures. And there's the old Greyhound station over there. I remember when Greyhound was up on 7th Street. That was actually more of a dive than this place. And there's the AC Transit Supervisor's booth as we continue our tour of the interior of TBT. Take a quick walk down the platform here. As you can see, the birds are going to have to find a new habitat once this joint closes. And kind of a walkthrough for you. Yeah, it looks like Greyhound has already gotten out of Dodge. Greyhound looks like they've moved over to the new temporary terminal at Main and Howard, about 3 blocks south of here. And that's a bunch of prefabricated buildings that are going to operate supposedly for the next 7 years. I bet they're in service a lot longer than that. So there's Muni pulling out. You know, surprisingly, for all the buses that come in and out of here, you don't choke on diesel exhaust inside of this building. It's very well ventilated, and the wind just kind of blows through here, and it's I don't know, it's kind of like the West Coast Port Authority bus terminal, you know, minus the Dunkin' Donuts and the Sbarro and the Hudson newsstand. So that's our look at Transbay Terminal.